Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be getting into some miniaturization. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so I'm down here in the Misty, and at the very bottom, I actually dug this tunnel to near to the bottom. I'm at Y12. I'm after this hard, foggy stone. We're going to need this later on today for the miniature portals. Or for the miniaturization mod. And I noticed this stuff is really hard to break. Let's take a look at this. Look how hard and long this takes to break. Yeah, and not only that, this pick doesn't even work on this. You have to use your obsidian plus level pick, and you can just see it takes forever to mine this, but there's a way around that. The automatic breaker. So, look how quickly this breaks it. Oh yeah. Super fast. Like, there's no reason not to use this thing. Like, it's just super handy, and just keep mining. Just keep mining through. And this whole layer down here is this foggy stone. So yeah, you can just keep going through here and keep placing down your gravel for a back plate. And just keep breaking it. And just keep, rinsing and repeating. It's a lot faster than breaking this by hand. Believe me. And definitely gets the job done. So, just a quick and easy way to do it. And yeah, let's get on with today's episode. All right, so we're going to set up some simple ash generation because I just don't want to mine it anymore. I don't feel like that's going to be the best way to go about doing it anymore. We do have tons of ember. So, I mean, I haven't even looked down underground in the cavern biome to even see what our level is at, but I'm sure it's ridiculous. I'm sure that we've already maxed out the entire drawer, so let's just go ahead and get this set up. So I believe I have another hopper. There it is. And we're going to use this along with... I should have a chest laying around. If not, we might be able to make one. There we go. And we're going to get this set up here. Okay, so we have this drawer. And what I want to do is I want to extract the items from here. This also has a void, so we can keep this going and we won't have to worry about it messing with our world or anything. And then we put a lever on here. So what we're going to do is pull items out. We'll take this bin. And I'm going to set the bin... What, right here? That should be fine. And I do believe I have some pipes. Fluid pipes, no item pipes. I should have some pipes laying around, but I guess not. Let's go ahead and get some. We just need a few lead plates. A few pieces of lead. We'll go ahead and get some of those. This is mainly just going to be for moving these items into our cinder plinth. Now this is the money maker right here. This is the cinder plinth. So what we're going to do is have items going into the top, and I have it sitting on top of a bin because that's how it works. It exports the items down into a bin, and then we'll have to set up a hopper system for the bin here in just a second. But we'll take this, and we'll have this go and connect to the top. There we go. That should pull items and put items into it. You can kind of see their items are spinning in it. That's because the items are inside. It's just that nothing is working right now. So we're going to need another ember activator to get this thing going. And I'm going to kind of make it look cool, I guess. I'm going to set the ember activator there. And we'll set our ember emitter. Let's set that right here so we can see this nice little curve it's going to do. And then this guy right there. Then in our bag, let's get our tinker hammer. And hook these up. There we go. So now that's hooked up. And then we'll just get the chest and we'll have that so we can fill it with ember. Like that. Fill that with ember. It's going to start putting ember inside here. And we should... Or this should spit it over here. It actually maybe... Oh wait, that's right. We need a lever on there. I always forget that this thing gets a lever. Ugh. So irritating sometimes. But there it goes. So now it's going to start working. And we're going to start seeing ash develop down here. Well, we want that ash to be converted. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a hopper system. Of course, this pick breaks grass so fast now. And we're going to set this up into a compacting drawer for now. So here's our compacting drawer. And we're going to set the wooden hopper to pull the items down into the compacting drawer. Actually, we could probably use the ember pipes. That might actually be better instead of a drawer, because it's actually designed for pipes, to be honest. Let's go ahead and get a few more of those. And then we can, of course, add our little touch to it. Perfect. Pretty sure I have some laying around somewhere. Where is it at? It might be sitting in this chest over here. There it is. Black quartz. Take the black quartz. And there we go. Okay. So yeah, this actually might work better. So it's sticking up out of the ground and not in a hopper down here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to set this guy. Let's put it right here, because that's where our ash is going to be. Item extractor on this guy. Be sure to put a lever on it. Turn it on. And we'll hook up our item pipes to that. And there we go. Now we have ash production. As you can see, the ash will slowly but surely build up in here using this plinth. And we have basically infinite resources going to this guy. You're going to see this gets pulled up. And this is constantly getting power, constantly filling this up, and we will constantly receive ash over time. It may honestly be better to have multiples of these. I might actually set up more than one. We could easily do that with just literally putting another cinder plinth right here, because this doesn't use that much power, to be honest. But yeah, that's how you do it. And now we have ash. All right, guys. So I've been doing a lot of work sort of off camera, trying to get this to work out, mining a bunch of gravel and stuff like that. And the problem I'm having is when I do mine that gravel, it just doesn't come towards me. I have to kind of walk around and collect it. So I think a good way to fix that would be to take some mana steel that I gathered earlier. I had a couple of steel blocks that I was working on, and I went ahead and converted all that to mana steel. We're going to go ahead and need this, a piece of iron, some glass, and it shouldn't take too much to make this. We're going to get a magnet from Botania. So it's the Ring of Magnetization, which is a very nice ring. I don't know if it requires mana. I'm not sure if they changed that or not. But let's go ahead and get a mana lens. And then we can go ahead and make this guy, which is the lens of magnetizing. There we go. And then just make a regular ring. There we go. So I don't know if this thing still requires... It might actually require that. Because if I have it on, let's see. It's a shift click thing, right? Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it is following me. And it only follows me when I have it equipped in my bobble slot, which is good. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted. I only want to equip this thing when I need to. It will stay in this bag and will only be used whenever I go to my dimension. So I'll meet you guys there, and you guys can kind of see what it does. Oh, also, I wanted to show this as well. I went ahead and got a couple more. And this is producing at a rate that I can handle. This is producing quite a bit, actually. And I do have several upgrades on here, plus a void upgrade in case this does fill up. If these guys continue to produce, they don't dump the items into the world, because they will dump the items into the world. So you want to definitely have a void upgrade on that. And since this is not sieving anything, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the rest of this in here. And yeah, that's what I don't want it to do, is go inside there. Because then I have to break the hopper here, the vacuum hopper. It's just a pain when that happens. So I'm going to continue to do this. Let me go ahead and make sure I grab all these items back out of here. This guy's going to probably need to be fixed. Well, it looks like they're going in there. No, maybe not. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pull the rest of these out. And I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes you guys may actually experience the same issue. If this does break, like it's doing, you have to break this thing, then get the items that go inside it. It only has a inventory of one slot, like the wooden hopper, and that is what causes the issues to happen. So when I do that, that fixes the problem, and then everything goes back in here. You don't have items flooding into the world, which could be kind of dangerous. But let's go ahead and head back to the Misty World, and I'll see you there. Okay, so we are here, and I just ended up killing one of those drones, and it dropped this. Darkosto's birthday cake? What? Why would Darkosto's birthday cake be inside Cubus's pack? That's kind of hilarious. But anyways, there's a little bit of cake. I'll take that. It's not a big deal to me. But yeah, let's go ahead and equip our magnets. And this is where this will be super handy for you guys. So it's equipped. Look at that. All the items just kind of pull right towards me. I don't even have to worry about it. I'm pretty sure my cake just got destroyed. Oh well. Yeah, this is going to make this process so much faster. Even faster than it already is. And that'll just allow us to get more emeralds and stuff like that. We are going to get into the miniaturization today. I actually worked on a room, one of the rooms for it. And I kind of got it looking decent. It's not anything fancy. It's just kind of a nice little room for it to have a place to stay for the whole miniaturization setup process. So, yeah, I went ahead and got that done. And right now I'm just working on gathering all these lovely resources, as you can see. Yeah, I really love the blue and red particle effects that this magnet has. It's not the best magnet in the world, because it's not like it pulls the items directly into your inventory immediately. But it is a very good magnet. Also wanted to kind of show this as well. So let me gotta throw some of these items in here. And we're gonna take our filter, and you can see it's flashing red down by my inventory. That is saying that, well, this guy is hitting a 90%. And we're going to start taking some damage if we don't fix the filter. So we put the filter back in, and then we fix our mask, and we're good to go. That was actually my last filter, and I don't think there's anything you can do with these things. They're used to make torches, which seems very inefficient. They're going to be used later on for that. A pretty good coal source, right? I don't know. Oh, it's starting to rain. This rain is acid rain, by the way. And I was hoping to make a item that helps remove the rain. Because it happens every now and then, and I can't really record while it's going on. It's not raining in this dimension, but in that dimension it does rain. But yeah, when it does it, I just leave the dimension and wait for it to get done. But yeah, I just been kind of waiting for things to get sieved up. Yeah, this is the problem with this magnet. I have to take it out of here when I'm in this area. Otherwise I'll be pulling all this dust and stuff over here, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, the ender dust, this is a lot of the stuff that we've gathered thus far. I have to turn these off whenever I go to sieve this other dust, because we don't have room for the stuff yet. So this is just a buffer chest that I've just been throwing the items in when I'm switching between different materials. But as you can see, man, we are doing really good. These 3 engines actually do a really good job of pulling these items out. It keeps them completely sorted, which is kind of cool. Also, I went ahead and made 2 of the hovering hourglasses. They're really easy to make, and what you can do is you take a certain amount of sand. I put 30 sand in this one, and I put 15 sand in this one, so that way this drops twice before this will activate. Really, you could set it up differently. You could set it up so this does it 4 times before this does it, but it's based off of time. And then, of course, I have this routed, but right now I have nothing in here, so there's no need for me to worry about it. And yeah, it does work because it was working earlier. It's just really noisy. And yeah, also I upgraded this to steel. The reason I did that, because look at this efficiency now. Yeah, this is a little OP efficiency right here. It's basically guaranteeing, it's almost tripling the amount that we get from each item we put in here. So the ender pearls and stuff, we get almost 3 times the amount. So last episode when I mentioned that it might take a little bit of time to get the items we're going to need later on for this, it may not take as long as I thought, or as much, as long as we have the steel casing. So that is something that definitely look at. But let's go ahead and get ready to make the miniaturization, which is what we're going to hop into. Miniaturization, the miniaturization field projector from Compact Machines. So this requires 4 lasers, ender pearl, and a copper block to get this. So this shouldn't take too long at all. I'm pretty sure I have just about everything. I'm just going to go ahead and get my inventory sorted up, and I'll be back. All right, so I should have everything ready to be able to make the miniaturization field projectors. It's not actually as difficult as you may think. I mean, these lasers are not that hard. Actually, I had all the items needed. So let's go ahead and get these done. There we go. And I actually can't wait to show you guys the room I'm going to put this in, and kind of the work that I've done a little bit off camera to kind of make things a little bit cleaner and nicer looking. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we need to do this. So we need a block of copper and ender pearl. And it's as easy as that. Look at that. Miniaturization done. Now, this leads to some other stuff. We have compact ore processing, which is, if this is what it is, it's the machine frames it wants us to make, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that this can actually do. We can look at the recipes here. Not only can we make like custom rooms and stuff, like at custom sizes, but it looks like we can use this for other things. Iron casings are made this way with 26 iron sheet metal and a block of lithium. That's a stab in the gut right there for the actual editions. But I mean, actual edition does have some pretty good stuff, so I don't blame it exactly for that. This looks a little weird. RF tools. It now opens up. Oh wow! So we got RF tools with the machine frame. There's the compact machines and stuff like that. Let's actually look at compact machines. How much is this actual shrinking device? Oh, it's actually pretty cheap. Okay, well that's good to know. Because that would mean making these rooms and stuff pretty easy. Okay, good. 3x3 gets you the large one, which this one is a 7x7 room. This is a 9x9 room. I think a 7x7 room would actually be pretty decent for the sieving. The problem is this is not automated. We'd have to figure out a way to get this automation going on in those rooms, and I don't know if the water wheel thing would go fast enough, because I think I have 12 of the water wheels hooked to this to make it go about as fast as I would sieve. I think 12 is like the max. And then the compact machine walls are so expensive. I mean, not the ender pearls. The ender pearls, that's cheap. The hard foggy stone that's the hard stuff that I got at the beginning of the episode. That's a pain to get. Maybe there's a better way later on. I don't know. Let's take a look real quick. The RF Tools Builder just requires the machine frame. And then from the machine frame, the quarry cards. Okay. So yeah, they're not that bad at all. You're just getting getting to that point. So maybe it won't be that bad after a little while, but Yeah, as you can see, compact space. That's probably what we're going to do here in a little bit. We do need 20 of them. I have 20 of them on me, and we can just make one of these. Bam, we have that. And of course, we get another Actual Additions book. Don't need that. Okay, so let's take a look here. We're going to pop this up. We're going to get these. We need an Ender Amethyst. So I need one of those. And I think that was it for this process. Yes, okay. So let's go get this set up. It shouldn't be too hard to set up. And, oh, where am I going? It's downstairs. By the way, I did change the way the downstairs area looks. So this is actually the most efficient way of doing this. How I had it before, it wasn't utilizing all the lasers. Now it utilizes all the lasers. And then, of course, I have all 8 Sterlings, and they look a lot neater. All hooked to a central pipe going up through here. A lot nicer looking. And then my room, kind of, you know, the same setup I had before. I just finished changing the basalt floor, which was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, because I just haven't been using this conversion wand, and it really helped. So the conversion wand was very helpful with that. Same with everything else was all done with the conversion wand, and then the pattern, I just kind of put the pattern in. But this is where our miniaturization is going to go. So I'm pretty sure I can place this. I actually need to figure this out. I do believe that we'll need an open 3-block space in the center. And then this goes 2 blocks out, like this. And then if I right-click that, okay, I need this to go back 1 more, basically. That's what it's telling me. So there we go. Now this will be even. And then this will tell me I need to place 1 here and 1 here. And then this should be set up, right? Invalid area. Oh, I forgot it has to be lifted up, does it not? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. And there we go. Okay, there it goes. And look at that. It's looking for block placements. And yeah, this is going to be our little room for this. Now, let's go ahead and make this thing. It is 20 blocks. And I think it's open on the bottom as well. So, compact machines. Let's take a look here. Is it hollow on the bottom? I think so. With it being 20, it's probably all the same. We are going to need that there. Unfortunately, this is going to be a pain because I have to break this block. And do you see how long this actually takes? Yeah. All right. So we got the block back. And let's go ahead and finish this up. And there we go. Now the last thing to do is to throw this in there. And look how cool that is. As it miniaturizes. And we get the compact machine walls. Cool. Alright, so that's done. It says I should be able to use this method to also compact space. This should help if I want to move my base to the Misty world or separate out parts of my base. I found that low levels, some hardstone with some interesting properties. I really don't want to move my base to the Misty world. It's just those mobs. It's just not worth it to me. It seems we've made a home here, and we've made this homey. All right, so I am going to need some light gray stained glass, which is kind of weird, but we are going to need it. And I'm going to go ahead and convert some of this over to normal glass. And we're going to need some of this later on anyway, so what I'm going to do is convert this all over. There we go. We'll get the gray light gray stained glass, which I'm pretty sure is what is used here. So if we take a look, and this is what we're going to be working towards. This is gray stained glass. What is the difference? This requires gray dye, which is black dye. Oh, ash can just be turned into what? Well, that's what I'll do then. I didn't know ash could just be turned into gray dye. Here I went through all this work. Okay, so we should be able to restain this, right? No. I think we need bone meal. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. We'll just get some more. We'll restain this with gray. That's a little bit darker. Okay, and then we'll just make panes out of that because we're going to need those later on. And that should be plenty for this setup anyways. For this one right here. Also, the block of mana-infused metal is actually mithril. So here's some mithril, and of course we got that before. And you just craft it up like this. Block of mana-infused metal. Pretty cool. Another useful item that we're going to need quite a bit of is going to be iron pipes. And as you can see, this is the iron pipes from Magneticraft. And we're going to need a few of them. So I'm just going to grab this mini for right now, and that should be fine for just right now. I mean, we're fixing to go build some stuff. So I'm kind of excited about this because I really love the animations of this mod. So we're going to need some of this malachite. And we're also going to need topaz. Malachite and topaz, and then blocks of tin, which I do have in here. Malachite, topaz. Okay, and that should be the two major blocks that we're going to need. If we take a look, though, let's see. Under here. And we just kind of see, because this one is the one I'm going to be making quite a bit of, so we're going to need a bunch of glass, like plain glass. So I think I have plenty of that. I'm just going to convert this to make sure. And you can convert the stuff back, by the way. But let's go down and let's start making some of this stuff. Didn't I throw the cucumber away? I don't know why I had a cucumber on me. It was when I was sorting my inventory. Okay, so the way that this should be built. Let's take a look here. And see if I can figure this one out. This one, okay, so it's a block of glass in kind of like a box shape around the block of tin, and then the pipes all around it. Okay, that should be pretty easy. Block of tin, and then the pipes. Right, and just make a little fancy cube all around it. And the pipes just go all around this entire thing. Yep, just like this. It's kind of cool building like this multi-block using this mod, because, I mean, this mod normally is not the mod that you use this stuff for, so props to Cubus for this. And there it is. And I think this one gets topaz. Oh, it does. I love this also doesn't require any power. This is just like, just how the mod works. Oh, that's super cool, though. That's super cool. Gotta screenshot that. I love seeing the way it actually, like this one takes a while to shrink, which is kind of cool all in itself. Okay, and look what we got. We got a machine frame. There should be a quest, I think. 3 machine frames is what it wants us to make. I mean, I can do that. It's just that it's going to take a little while. And then we're going to get into this stuff. So, this is what it says. Now I can make my first mechanical block, combining both magic and tech, to finally have some good ore processing or machines for other tasks in the future. The first 3 machines I have in mind let me get plates, gears, nuggets, ingots, and blocks for my ores in a much easier way. Okay, well that's good. The redstone furnace, the compactor, and the factorizer. I'm not familiar with the factorizer. That one I'm not familiar with. The compactor I am familiar with. That's going to make getting blocks a lot better. They do have restrictions on them, and I can't see what they are, but I do know how to build this thing now. I think the only other thing that is left for me to kind of show and make is going to be the RF tools, which that's going to help me out with storage. If I can get RF tool storage, all these chests can go bye-bye, because I won't really need a lot of them anymore. Okay. So, keeping that in mind, we are going to need a lot of item pipes. And that means lead plates. And we're going to make a bunch of item pipes here real quick. And there we go. And I think that's all we need for this. For this next setup. Yeah, it's 20 item pipes, 4, 2, and then a block of that. Okay. So good. We're almost done with this. And I picked up the cucumber again. Oh boy, the cucumber. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit different to build. Let's take a look at this. So, block, block, block. Okay, I should be able to remember that. I think. And then the whole thing is just surrounded. Okay. So, a little bit of blocks. Block of that. Block of that. Let's just block it up in here. And, oops, that was a waste. Then we get the little stained glasses on the side. And then just item pipes all over this thing. Now, in the image, it just shows them not connecting, but believe me, they will all connect. It's just how it's going to be. And I'm pretty sure it goes on the top as well. Right? Let's just double check. No, it's just around the sides. Oh, good. That makes it even easier to build. So it's just going to be like this. Kind of a cool looking multi-block, man. I still got to say props, man. Props, Cubus. These are really cool looking. Yep, and that's a pretty cool looking animation. I don't think they ever expected stained glass to be used. As you can see, the texture, they just like, what is stained glass? Just, yeah, so tiny. Look at it gets so tiny. And then, RF tools. Ah, so nice. And this unlocked RF tools section right here, which gets us into modular storage. And we get a smart wrench once we make the modular storage. What's it say? The miniaturization allows me to also compact storage now. Oh, that's so cool, the way that that's set up. The design I have in mind gives me the opportunity to store hundreds of stacks in one magical block. Definitely. Modular storage. It's been a while since I've played with this. But yeah, that's actually a fairly easy recipe. And then once you get the modular storage, you have to make your modular storage. As weird as that sounds. I wonder, on the storage tablet. The storage tablet could have been made a long time ago, I feel. And then each one of these tiers, I could have made the storage tablet a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't do that. The storage tablet should have been one of the first things I made. I mean, it is kind of expensive. You can't make it till you get redstone. But getting the modular storage is going to be really nice. We're going to have that. We're going to be able to upgrade it with a bunch of storage in here. Awesome. I can't wait to actually dig into that. But yeah, it looks like I have a bit more work ahead of me. Getting some of these multi-blocks built, and I'll be back. Well, guys, I got quite a bit done in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. And if you have some friends that enjoy Minecraft, how about showing them some modded Minecraft? They may just be as surprised as I was the first time I seen modded Minecraft. So, just let your friends know about it. or you could possibly share it on Twitter. Also, I always forget to say this, but I do have a Twitter. If you guys would like to follow that, it is at ChosenArchitect. So I do post some stuff on Twitter randomly. Yeah, it's just another way to keep up with things going on. And yeah, well, I hope you guys have a good day. And as always, thanks for watching.